Hello everyone, this is Vaishali Sarde, Assistant Professor in Computer Application, Government JY Chhattisgarh College, Raipur. I am presenting the topic passing pointer as argument to function and function returning pointer. This topic has been taken from the paper Programming in C language of BCA Part 1, in which Unit 4 pointers covers this topic. So let's start with passing pointer as argument to function. This is also called as call by reference. So why do we need to pass a pointer as an argument to the function? To answer this question, first of all, we have to understand call by value. So call by value is actually passing the variable's value to the called function. What is the meaning of this definition? To understand the definition, we have to understand one program here. Here is the program in which there are two functions. One is main and second one is increment function. Our main task is to increment the value of a variable which has been declared inside the main function using the increment function. We have declared one variable a inside the main function, and using increment function we are raising the value of a, which is actually 2. So after raising the value it will be 3. So what we have written inside the code, in the main function there is a variable a which is of type integer having the value 2. After the declaration of variable a, we have called function increment, and value of variable a is passed to the increment function. After that, printf statement is used to print the value of a variable a, and then there is a return statement inside the main function. So what is written inside increment function? There is a parameter int a which has been written in the signature of a function. This a variable of increment function will hold the value of a variable a of main function. So the value of a variable a of main function will be copied to the variable a of the increment function, even though both the variables are having the same name as a, but both will get the separate locations in the memory. There is a local variable a to the main function, and there is a local variable a to the increment functions. Both the functions will have the different variables but the same name as a. So inside the increment function we have written a plus plus. So because the value of a which has been copied to the variable a of increment function will be 2, and a plus plus will change the value of a as 3. In the printf statement, the value of a will be printed and this will be 3. So when we will execute this program, in the main function value of a which will be printed is 2, and the value of a which will be printed using increment function will be 3. So why this will happen? Because we are passing the value of a variable a to the called function, which is actually increment function. So the called function will raise the value of a by 1, but because we are only copying the value, so the changes will be done in the variable a of increment function. There will be no change in the variable a of main function. That's why the variable a of main function will remain as it was, that is 2, and the value of variable a of increment function will be changed as 3. This can be easily understood through the pictorial representation here. When we call the increment function, inside the main function there is a variable a with the value 2, and inside the increment function there is a variable a with the value 2. When we call the increment function, obviously the value of a variable a of main function will be copied to the variable a of increment function. That's why both the variables will have the same value 2. But after execution of the increment function, what will happen? Inside the increment function, variable a will be changed by 3, but in the main function there will be no change on the a of a main function. because this is called as call by value, because only value is copied to the called function. There will be no change there will be no changes in the value of a variable inside the calling function. Value will only be changed inside the called function. This is called as call by value. Now passing pointer as argument to function, that is call by reference. So as we have seen in the previous program that increment function will not affect the value declared inside the calling function. It will only change the value of a variable which has been declared inside the called function. So there is a need for the passing of pointer. This is also called as call by reference. In the call by reference, the address of a variable is passed to the called function, not the value. Address is directly passed to the called function. This phenomena can be understood through the one program which has been written here. In this program there are two functions, one is increment and one is main function. Through the main function we are passing the address of a variable a to the increment function. Inside the increment function there is a pointer p which has been declared as integer, and this will hold the address of a variable a of main function. Inside increment we have written a star p equals to star p plus 1. So obviously this will increment the value of a by 1, because p is pointing to a and star p, that means value of a. So value of a will now become 3, and because we are again assigning this value to the star p, so the value of a will be changed by 3. Inside the printf statement, inside the increment function we have written one printf statement which will write the value of star p, that will be 3. In the main function we have written printf statement which actually prints the value of a, because value of a after execution of increment function, value of a has been changed by 3. This will print the value of a as 3. The concept of call by reference can easily be understood through the diagram which has been given here. When we call the increment function, what will happen? As the main function is having one variable a with value 2, suppose this is having an address 3493, and in the increment function there is a pointer p which is having address 4578, but p is holding the address of a, so value of p will become 3493. Now pointer p is pointing to a variable a, that means we can directly access the value of a using the pointer p. So after execution of increment function, what happened in the main function there inside after execution of increment function, the pointer p is actually pointing to a variable a. So when we write star p equals to star p plus 1, the value of a will become 3, because star p, that means value at the address 3493, which is actually before execution of increment function it was 2, so now it will become 3. So we are again assigning this value to the star p, that means we are changing the value of a. So the value of a will become 3 because of pointer p. So when we will access this value a using the main function, this value will become 3. Now this value will become 3. This is the concept of call by reference. So whenever we need to change the variable's value which has been declared inside the calling function, we just have to pass the address of variables instead of passing the value of variable. So this will directly change the variable's value because we are passing the address. This is called as call by reference. Now function returning pointer. So what is the meaning of function returning pointer? Function returning pointer, that means we are returning pointer from the function. So what will happen when we return pointer from the function? This can be understood through this program which has been written here. Again there are two functions, main and increment. In the main we have declared one variable a which is of type integer having the value 2. Then we have written int star m, that is m is a pointer variable which is of type integer. When after that we are calling increment function and passing the value of a variable a, and the returned value of the increment function is stored in a variable m, which is actually the address of any integer variable, so that's why it is stored in a pointer variable m which is of type integer. After that we have used printf statement to print the value pointed by pointer variable m. Inside the increment function we have written one variable n which is integer, so this will hold the value which has been passed from the main function, which is actually the value of a variable a. Inside the increment function we have written one temporary variable temp which is of type integer, pointer variable which is of type integer. We are writing temp equals to n plus 1, that means we are incrementing the value of n by 1 and assigning this value to the temporary variable. So this incremented value is stored in the temporary variable. Then we are using pointer variable to store the address of a temporary temp variable. Now we have written ptr to the main function. So ptr, after returning of ptr, the value will be stored in the pointer variable m of main function. So what we are doing, we are taking one variable's value from the main function and raising this value by 1, and this has been stored in another variable or temp, and we are passing the address of this temp variable to the main function. This can be understood through the diagram which has been given here. Before returning pointer from the increment function, what will happen? Inside the main function there is a variable m which is pointer and a variable a which is a normal variable and integer type of variable, and this is having a value 2. Inside the increment function we are having three variables ptr, temp and n, in which n will hold the value of a, temp will hold the incremented value of n, and ptr is pointing to the temp. So this is the case before the function will return the pointer. Now what will happen when the increment function will return the pointer to the main function? So in the main function there are variables m and a. When the pointer is returned back to the main function, because increment function is over, there will be no existence of ptr, temp and n variables. These variables will not have any spaces in the memory. These spaces are released because increment function is over, so this spaces will no longer be available. So m is holding the address of a temp variable, but m does not exist after the execution of increment function. So m is pointing to the variable which is having no existence, so this is called as dangling pointer. Here m is a dangling pointer. So we just have to avoid the situations where any function returns the pointer to the calling function, because this may create an inconsistent state where a particular pointer variable is pointing to a variable which is having no existence. I hope the concept of passing pointer to the function and returning pointer from the function is clear to you. Thank you very much.